Luck on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. Left side, it's Dorsett.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And again, it's Turbin. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now Luck. A dump down to Turbin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball on the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 14th year now, Ben Roethlisberger.
Is it really true that last year he became just the 10th player in NFL history to top 300 career touchdown passes?
How about that?
I mean, where is time gone? I feel like it was his rookie year, and he had that great winning streak to start off his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the best part about his game, 2 Super Bowl rings.
And his 5th Pro Bowl a year ago as well. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
They'll go again with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Shreds the tackle. And some room to roam now. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Jesse James is a tight end who's a combo player. Could line up on the line of scrimmage, block at the point of attack, and also get out in front of wide receivers when they're running screens. But he also catches the ball well. Short, intermediate routes are his best, but when he grabs it, he's also tough to tackle in the secondary.
On second down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Goes underneath for Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now a first down throw, Luck. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. His throw incomplete. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
When talking about Cameron Hayward, I think it's a mistake if people just describe him as a base defensive end because, yes, he does hold up well against the running game and holds the point of attack. But I think he also has very good pass rush moves as he makes his way towards the quarterback.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the...
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus-pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Everyone has a role in the NFL, and Jonathan Hankins is no different. Big-time, strong defensive tackle, handles all the double teams that come his way, and also gives you some big-time quickness, suddenness in rushing the passer.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Out of the gun, Luck. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
They'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They'll run again here with Turbin. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run here with Turbin, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run with Turbin. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He spins free. And now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 19.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run it now with Turbin. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be
you
good.
tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight. Thursday, September 7th is when it all begins. The top 2 seeds in the AFC playoffs last year, Kansas City at New England, will be there at Foxborough. And then some great matchups on Sunday the 10th as well.
And 2 more on Monday night, Saints-Vikings, Chargers-Broncos.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. To throw on second down is Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just the single catch. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. First and 10, Dupree's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Now it's first and 10. The hurry throw would be picked off. Steelers will take it back for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. First and 10. Harrison's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Final seconds in the first half. Harrison's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Pittsburgh for the second half.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevious Mingo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And an update now from down in Baltimore. Now the Bills, they have added to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. First carry for James Conner. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On the counter, here's Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Xavier Grimble from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. We'll keep you updated. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, 44 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They start on the ground here with Turbin. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Colts on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Tolzien, his first throw since coming on. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run with Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And he's got it to make it 27-13. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Here we go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Connor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Dobbs now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second down now after the sack. Out of the gun, Dobbs. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Davis. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Tolzien got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that game. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Tolzien. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Arthur Moats able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We've got a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Colts